So, I'm going to say this, and I know people might go to my page and be like, well, I thought you was dating someone. I am dating someone, but I do want to say this, though. I'm over black men. I seen a girl make this post, like, some months ago, but, like, and I felt her then, but I really feel her now. I am so over black men. I'm over black men, and the reason why is, like, it's too much dating them. It's too much dating them. Like, it's too much energy. It's too much, like, fight that you gotta give. It's too much, like, having to, like, show too much. Like, I just wish people get what I'm trying to say. Like, that girl, she said it perfectly. I'm a lot more rude than her, so, like, I could really be offensive. But I just feel like it's a lot dating black men. It's like they want you to stick around with all their bullshit. They want you to stick around while they grow up and all that stuff, and they don't do the same for you. They're not patient with you. They're not understanding with you. They're not understanding of what you go through as a woman. But we always, us as women, but especially black women, it's like we always gotta fight for what we deserve in relationships with black men. I'm just so tired of that. Like if I came into the relationship, I've showed you nothing but loyalty, nothing but love. Why are you blaming your past on what you do to me? Like, do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like me and my friend was talking, and, like, I remember her saying something, like, about her man, and she was basically like, yeah, I had to, like, you know, basically she was saying, this ain't verbatim, but she was basically saying, like, she had to, like, basically fight for her man to get comfortable enough to start to put his guard down and stuff like that. And I just feel like a lot of shit don't be fair. And me personally, I don't feel like I have to, like, go to war with trying to get you to understand that I genuinely love you. I genuinely care about you. I'm here for you. Like, I feel like we use what we go through. A lot of people, especially in the black community, use what they go through as an excuse to hurt people, and it's not an excuse to hurt people. Like, yeah, you might have trust issues or whatever because your last girlfriend, but that doesn't mean, just because you have trust issues because of that doesn't mean you have to treat me away or do me bad because of your last situation. That means you need to work on that within. And if you're going to get into another relationship and you have these trust issues or insecurities or whatever, that means you have to kind of be able to work on that and also be in your relationship. Or if you can't be in a relationship and, like, keep that separate, keep the fact that you got to work on your trust issues and your insecurities separate than your relationship, then you don't need to be in a relationship. You need to just be single and work on yourself and work on your trust issues and your insecurities. That's truly how I feel, because I feel like, again, it's so exhausting dating black men. It's so exhausting because it's like you want to understand them, you try to understand them, and actually you do understand them because you're a black woman, so you understand what it's like to be a black. I feel like if anybody has it worse, not trying to say compare it, but, like, being a woman, you're already under man, but being a black woman at that is like we're already at the bottom of the totem field. Oh shoot, I'm over here making up words. So it's like, I'm just exhausted. And yes, I am dating. And yes, I date black men. But I'm just exhausted with it. Like, I'm at a point where, like, I kind of just want to focus on myself, worry on myself. And I wouldn't say date outside my race. Like, I'm not opposed to dating outside my race. But, like, I think right now I'm just so exhausted with dating black men. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I just hope y'all get what I'm trying to say. Because it's so exhausting. It's exhausting.
Ladies, what y'all got on that video?
Y'all don't want to hear what I have to say.
You don't want to hear what I have to say either.
Nah,
Let me be quiet.
I mean, talk your shit. Shattered Illusionz. Go ahead.
I understand why she says it. I've said it before. I don't mean it, because at the end of the day, like, it's just familiarity being with a black man. And I mean, it's like a sense of, like, having a safe haven with people who've been through or go through the same racial and internal struggles that we may endure. However, I think where she's coming from is because of, like, how toxicity is perpetuated through our culture and how it's glamorized. There's just a different level of disrespect that black men have when they cheat and they do certain things. Not all black men, but a lot of them. And unfortunately, a lot of it is directed toward Black women more than any other race of women. And I know I see y'all's faces, but I mean, I feel like Black women are always hypersexualized, but also the most desexualized at the same time. Like our bodies are hypersexualized, but like our value isn't at the tier that people hold for other women of different races.
All right. Anybody got anything else on that before I go?
Naja hit it on the head.
Go ahead, Destiny.
No, Naja hit it. I didn't nothing I could add to that one. You basically took the words out of my mouth.
I mean, I think it's kind of, for me personally, it's kind of hard maybe to speak on other races, so to speak, since I haven't really been, I don't really have much experience dating a lot of men outside of, like, you know, a Black man. So it's kind of hard to speak on how maybe, you know, being over Black men, I've only really dated Black men. I will say just only on from my personal experience that sometimes, unfortunately, and I maybe contribute that to myself, that maybe because of my own poor judgment, maybe because of my own maybe lack of self-worth and things like that, that I picked the wrong men, and therefore I endured a lot of BS that maybe had I picked, because I do think there are some good Black men out there, because I've seen some other women who are having phenomenal relationship with men that buy them flowers, who do respectful, that have boundaries, that, you know, provide emotional safety and things like that. I unfortunately just did not pick those things. I know on an earlier show we had discussed previously before, we were talking about, you know, women when they decide to pick the father of their children, or, you know, women deciding to go stick with Pookie and Ray Ray, and then now the guy that was like maybe trying to chase after you, you won't worry about him. But now that you're, you know, you're all depleted, you have, you know, low self-esteem, and it's that third. Now you want to try to find a great man that knows his worth, that wanted you then, but, you know, of course you won't check for him now. So I think it really kind of starts overall with us picking better men and looking, okay, hey, if you know you want to be treated XYZ, it starts with us. We all are accountable for how we're treated. So I want a man to treat me with respect, so I have to treat myself with respect. And once I see that that's not occurring, I need to exit the situation. Not trying to be his mama and hope that he changes, or not stop trying to see people for differently than what's being presented in front of you. And I know for sometimes, even for myself included, that's hard to see, because we think sometimes, like, or we have it so fixated in our mind that we want this person, we want them so bad to be for us. And it's hard sometimes to just accept that reality that not everybody's going to be for us. For whatever reason, they may not be treating you this way. He might treat the other person that way. We will never know why, but instead of fixating on that, there is someone else that will treat you like that. And that's the person you should be putting your time and energy, whether he Black, yellow, green, or blue. That's who you should be fixating on. So I would think we need to get away from saying as Black men, it starts with us picking better men to begin with. Because and so I think, you know, that, and sometimes even in men and women, we all go through trauma. But if you get with somebody and you realize, like, damn, they're treating like this because they say their mom won't there, their dad won't there, or they never had a hug from their mom, and so that's the reason why they do this and the third. They need therapy, and it ain't for you to provide that therapy for them. I know when women, we naturally feel like we got to do this and third, but yeah.
See, this is my thing, guys, and it frustrates me because, as I always say, you are what you attract, right? I'll give this example. C. Marty and I, we're in the gym all the time, right? And we know Black men who are 45, 50, who are in phenomenal shape. They can bench 315. They're constantly on diets. They do the Stairmaster, treadmills, all that stuff, right? They still have their fun and things like that, but they still work. The reason I'm bringing this up is that I know automatically when a girl talks about the kind of men that you deal when they say that, you know, they objectify them, they're losers, they're broke. And a lot of people are saying things like that in the comment. I already know the type of men that you deal with. The majority of Black men are not losers. The majority of Black men are not broke. And the majority of Black men actually love on Black women. You guys focus on that very small vocal minority of those that don't and attribute that to all Black men, right? So Kevin Samuels always said 51% of Black men are single, childless, in the middle class. But what happens, as Shanita was just saying, all women have a crossroad in their life where they go from either, there's two sides. You have Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray over here, and then you have a nice traditional guy. Most women have had a point in their life where they had a good man and they decided to deviate from that man for whatever reason, right? And then you go and inevitably get burned. It's not if you're going to get burned, it's when you get burned. Then you want to say, oh, you know what? Because I got burned when I knew the guy wasn't shit. I knew he didn't finish anything. I knew he was a bum. I knew he was a loser. I knew he was a gangster. Whatever the case was, then you want to say, oh, it's Black men. No, it's not Black men. It's the men that you pick. So I say all that to say is that you create the reality that you want to live in. If you want better men around you, hang out with better men. If you're fit, you want fitter people around you, go hang out with other fit men. If you want entrepreneurs around you, go hang out with entrepreneurs. See, it's so important because they always tell you that the sum of the 5 people you hang out with the most, you are the sum of those people. If you don't want to be a bum, a broke, or a loser, or a broke, whatever the case is, don't hang out with that. If you don't want black men that are going to disrespect you, not want to be with you, want to be broke, whatever the case is, don't hang out with that, because I promise you there is better out there. There are a lot of black men who cherish black women, who love black women, who want to be with black women. Not saying that they're perfect, because you guys want either the perfect already built guy, which doesn't exist, or you want a guy that's going to not care about you at all and that just fucks you good. So my point is, find a guy that's worth being with, that's worth building with, and then you won't find yourself in these predicaments. But it all starts when you picking better men.
I agree with y'all, and I do think it starts with us picking better men. But I will say that I don't think most black men are losers. I think that like that's a stereotype. But for me, I look at it as like disrespect. I'm equating that with cheating. And when I date the people I've dated, I only can probably say I've dated one that I will actually call a loser. The others were like, looks wise, they were in that top percent. They were making money. But again, going back to y'all's point previously in other podcasts, those are the top percenters. So they have other options.
That's sure.
So that's where I put it as there's a different level of disrespect.
Can we define the term loser though? Like, what do you guys, when you hear the word loser, because it has a negative connotation and it is negative, but I think that everybody has a different opinion of what a loser is. So like, what is a loser when you hear the word, like to you guys? What do you guys think?
Somebody who has no ambition, somebody that's just ready to dwell in complacency, or somebody that like just has literally nothing going for them. That's a loser to me.
And it kind of equates to the same thing that we're saying, like broke. Broke is a state of being, as in you have no money, but also as a mindset. And I don't equate a man being a loser like not having a job or not being able to provide for his family right now. That's not a loser to me. But it's like you said, if the man has no goals, has no vision, has no plan to try to get out of that, he's complacent with that, then you're a loser. It's never a circumstantial thing with me. It's more of a mindset thing, in my opinion. I want to make sure that we define that term so we don't just kind of get caught up on that. But when I say the loser thing, remember when you're a loser as a man, you have more time on your hand, right? So you can afford to cause your girl some drama. You can afford to go around and cheat. You can afford to do certain things. When you're a man of value and actually have things going on, yeah, he might cheat a little bit, but for the most part, he's working on trying to build and be better, right? But when you're a loser, you ain't trying to build. You're trying to like fuck. You're trying to fuck, smoke some weed, hit a lick, wherever the case is, and that's where a lot of that stuff comes from. Is
Be
from
outside.
Exactly. But a man like me, see Marty, Toon, we don't got time for that shit. Don't get me wrong, you make time for things you want to make time for, but when you really trying to like grind and get something done, you don't have time to be all the things that a loser man is to you guys. And I think women like a lot of loser guys a lot of time because they have so much time. So it makes them feel wanted. It makes them feel like he cares about you, when it really ain't just that. It's just that he don't got shit going on in his life. So he can afford to be like, man, what's this doing right now? Let me see what she up to. Let me for her a little bit, cause a little bit of chaos. And I always say it, guys, but women love the emotional drama of that because it's the I feel so high and then I feel low. It's a drug. And remember, people don't do drugs because they like drugs. They like the feeling that it brings them. If you ask a crackhead or whatever the case is, they don't like smoking crack. They like the high they get, though. That's a woman.
And I guarantee she probably was with some straight bum losers.
Bro,
there's no way she was with a solid dude. Because even if you with a solid dude, or even if we with a solid chick and it don't work out, there's no way I'm gonna go out and be like, man, black women. Like, it's no way I'm solid chicks and I'm just gonna like say F a whole race of women. That's just that don't even make sense. So there's no way she was with a quality dude. And I think black women gotta really think about too. And this ain't nothing against y'all. I love y'all. But if y'all don't with us, what race y'all gonna Cause it ain't a whole bunch of white men saying, yeah, I'm look for a black chick
That's why I said we
in my 30s. Like y'all need us just like we need y'all. So it's really like this rhetoric is getting real corny, and I'm getting sick of it. And I know it's on social media, but it's starting to happen in real life too. I'm seeing a lot more women say shit like this. You know, I train a lot of women, and I be hearing shit like this in my sessions. It's getting really corny. But at the end of the day, you got to look in the mirror, and 9 times out of 10, if you're working out, it's probably because of you.
Yeah,
like. Even that includes myself. I'm not married. I ain't got no family, and I've had to fix about myself. So I'm saying that with 100% humility. I'm being humble about it. But look in the mirror. You probably attracting some bum niggas because you a bum ass bars. Excuse my language.
And bro, it's so funny because we always say it, but like a girl, she's blinded by her emotions when. I can look at your dude in the first 5 minutes and say, he ain't on shit, man.
We do it all the time.
All the
but
time.
Then that kind of goes back to what I was saying. I think it was another episode we had a little while back ago about like the vetting process. Like if you had any like type of brothers, the cousins, or anybody like that, like hey, and if you feel like, hey, I'm probably not the best, but I know up front, my cousin see him next 2 minutes, he could be able to tell me like, hey, yo, leave him alone. Yeah. I don't even gotta. I already heard a little bit. Like he only said 2 sentences. Nah, it don't matter. That's all I need to hear. Leave him alone.
But it's.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, you're absolutely right. But part of our culture is, and I know I'm in fitness, so this is like completely different. But even when women don't agree with me, the rebuttal is, I'm not listening to a man, as if a man is just retarded. Just like we're just stupid. And a lot of women might have a man say that, but the culture is to not listen to a man. Yep. A man don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah. A man can't tell a woman what to do. So even if she got a man in her life that can vet, she's not gonna listen to his opinion because that's the culture nowadays.
Well, no, and I can definitely attest to that because I will say, like, for example, like my dad, I remember my sister was dating this guy, and my dad kept telling over and over, like, it ain't gonna work out. He this, that, and third, and this is gonna happen. Oh, you don't know that. You just don't want me to be happy. And He was like, look, I was his age at one point in time. I'm telling you now, like, this is what he doing. She ain't want to hear it. He did exactly what my dad said he was going to sit up there and go do. So then, of course, when she was heartbroken, sad, and upset, boohooing, crying, he comforted her a little bit. But like growing up, how my dad was, like he'll give you maybe like a day, if two, to kind of cry or whatever. And after that, he gonna come to you real, like, all right, stop all that crying. I told your ass you weren't gonna sit up there and do it. You think why you over here crying and boohooing when you think he crying about you? No, he ain't. Right. He probably with another right now. Get it over it. And it'd be sad, but it would be just like that. Like you crying and he ain't even stunning your black face. Get over it.
You need that though.
But yeah, but he would be very like, again, he's like, my dad always say, he's like, I know 2 things. I know the streets and I know these niggas. I may not know nothing else, like, but I know the streets and I know these niggas. And I ain't gonna lie, there's never been one time my dad has ever been wrong about any man I've ever talked to. And he only live in the same state. I could just tell him about him and he can already tell me what's good.
Let's go ahead and give Shanita a round of applause, because even the fact, Shanita, you've been doing better with your speaking. You've been getting to the point, man. I'm loving this for you, man. Seriously.
Appreciate it.
Dropping some bars today. All right, I think that's kind of a good point to cap off, guys. This has been great. I wanted to do one more thing, but we kind of at the hour mark. I wanted to keep it there. But ladies, man, I appreciate y'all. Happy holidays. And we have some very, 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 very sad news. We are losing one of our people. I'm not going to say. See, Marty, where is it?
Second page, top.
I'm not going to say what race, what people.
But somebody on this panel has a job for some reason. I don't know why. Like, they should just dedicate their life to this podcast. I always tell them. But we are losing one of our very, very consistent members. And I wonder who that is.
I guess we're doing this now. I am going on an assignment for my job to Germany for 2 years. I'm trying something new, testing the waters, but I'm still part of the family. I'm a visit. 2 years is gonna fly. Don't forget about me. Y'all will see me again soon. But it's been great being on the podcast with y'all, and I still have a few more episodes left in me.
I was gonna say, I don't think this is your last one, but it might be the last one for a little while. But all jokes aside, we are extremely happy for you, Nana. Thank you for all you've done to help build this team, this platform. And we gonna miss you, but we still gonna keep doing our thing. We still have Destiny, I think. Shanita, I think. We'll make it do. But ladies, let's go ahead and give y'all's last thought so we can go ahead and shut this down. Shanita, go ahead and start, please.
As always, great show, you guys. I know it's been a little bit since I've been here, so again, it's been good to come back and kick it with y'all. Always hearing new perspectives.
Apologize to the audience, by the way.
My apologize, you guys. Well, actually, no, on him.
I'm not gonna apologize. You canceled on
us twice, and we need to go. And whatnot. But the biggest thing I probably would take away is
check that group chat. It's me and somebody rolling solo for 3 weeks.
No, hold on. I said that for 1 week.
No, two.
Anyway, we'll talk. Go ahead.
But yeah, y'all, honestly, the biggest thing that I appreciated from the show above all else is everything starts with yourself. You create the reality that you want. And so if you want that job or you want your body to look a certain type of way or just anything, that love life that you want, look at yourself in the mirror and realize, hey, if you don't have the things, what do I need to do in order to get myself there and then execute?
Dang. Go ahead, Nana.
Yeah, it was a great show. I missed y'all. I'm gonna miss y'all in Germany. I'm gonna still watch y'all from Europe. I'm gonna talk about you guys, and you might have some international watchers. Yeah, it's been great. I've enjoyed it. I've been looking forward to arguing with y'all every Saturday. It's been the highlight of my weekend. So,
she said a little bit sarcastic, but that's all we need.
That's
all we need. A little sarcasm.
I'm sarcastic. Shit.
Nah, I meant it mostly. But yeah, it was a great show.
Destiny, like she just looks like why am I here?
No, I'm just a little tired. Great show, guys. Everybody had great points. Till next time.
See Marty,
man. Lord.
Great show, everybody. Ladies, y'all were great today.
Thank you.
Not as much cap today.
Stop the cap.
But there was still a lot of fucking cap. You guys getting better. Naja, I don't know what's going on because you're leaving, so you might go back to 100% cap. But you two, we still could work with y'all. Anyway, glad to be back with the fam. And go ahead, like I said earlier, give me a follow. See Marty Fit on Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube. Best Fitness Podcast out. And TK, take us home.
Oh, before you go, I am kind of curious since we're talking about Christmas gifts. Are you gonna get some like Christmas hoodies, like new merch? It's on the way, like Christmas.
Listen, I'm going to just get into that. So
Christmas,
okay.
A Christmas bag, a Christmas Louis Vuitton.
I might.
Christmas Louis Vuitton keychain.
I'll take a Christmas Louis to add to the collection.
I'm listen.
You know that new collection about to drop on January 2nd.
I'm good to those that are good to me. So y'all might have something come from me. Maybe.
I'm good to you sometimes, Kappa Louis.
Look, you trying to join the lineup?
Anyway.
Yeah.
He's recruiting.
You heard her. She said she's trying to join the lineup.
Oh, no. That's not what I said.
Neither. You know what?
That's not what I said.
I'm about to get on you.
Crazy.
You can. Go ahead, girl.
Bye.
Listen.
That's big homie. That's big broski.
Listen, Shanita, I'm about to cut you out in 2 minutes.
That's what I was about to put my headphones down. I'm not doing this.
But ladies, I appreciate y'all for real. Marty, appreciate you too, man. Merry Christmas to all y'all out there. Thank y'all for watching so much. I have some things up my sleeve. I'm not going to tell y'all right now, but 2025, just look out for a little bit of a rebrand coming soon. Appreciate y'all. That'd be like all our time. Till the next time, this is the Shattered Illusionz Podcast. Kill the fantasy, build the dream. We are out of here. Love y'all, boys. And see, Marty, where the fuck is my button at?
Wait, this is the last show until the. Are we done?
No. Hold on.
Scaling us.
What?
Oh my God. This ain't
been down here in a long ass time, nigga.
No, I was down here. All right, we out of here. Love y'all, boys.
Shut this.